He calls it art, but King County says his 10-acre property is a dangerous mound of trash. A 20-year battle will come to an end tomorrow morning when the property owner faces a judge. KOMO's LaMonica Peters is live in King County with more on the story. LaMonica?
That's right. Charles Pillen says he's just a man who wants to help the community and to enjoy his own space. But the state says his land is hazardous, and now the courts are stepping in to settle the case.
This is an old Ben's coupe.
One man's trash is another man's treasure. At least that's what Charles Pillen says about his 10-acre property some call Iron Mountain. And it's filled with old cars, boats, buses, and just about everything Pillen has ever owned.
I can stop here and nip off a little piece of mint and smell it, and it takes me back to my Eastern Washington youth. I can look at this and realize that if nature is left alone, it is its own art form.
But King County and the state attorney general don't see art when they look at his property. After a 20-year battle with a former Seattle police officer, Pillen was convicted of 1 felony count for violating the Hazardous Waste Management Act and 1 felony count of wrecking vehicles without a license in April. Attorney General Bob Ferguson said in a statement, Mr. Pillen's criminal conviction is an important step toward holding him accountable for his actions and cleaning up the site. He's also been fined for housing the homeless in an indecent environment, but some in the community say his property is a place of refuge for those in need of help.
I think most of us that have been here would probably be in a pitfall, you know. We'd probably be in a deeper hole of either alcohol or drugs or something like that. He's helped out a lot with that.
Pillen is due in court Friday morning to be sentenced, but he says he's ready to face the consequences.
Ultimately, I prevail. Understand that I'm not saying I'm prevailing and not being burdened and penalized for all this, but I've made a choice.
Now, the state attorney general is also asking that he not bring any more materials onto the property and that he not interfere with the cleanup that will, without a doubt, take months to complete. In King County, LaMonica Peters, KOMO News.
Wow, thanks, LaMonica.